Okay. I apologize for any technical difficulties there. It didn't seem like the camera wanted to turn on. And I also apologize for any voice difficulties because I've had really bad allergies lately, and that's given me a nasty case of laryngitis. So it was so bad at first I thought I had another case of strep throat, but I went to the Minute Clinic and they said, nope, you're very negative for strep. So yeah, but nevertheless, that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about, I got the second half of my Autumn Cthulhu good things. If you remember the video that I did a few weeks back, or if you're just seeing this, you may have just seen that one. And this is an envelope of goodies and swag and things that goes with it. This is my second unboxing. I figured since I shared the books, I'm going to share the goodies with you. Get it open. This one I got a little worried about because I hadn't seen it in the mail, and we've been having problems with things not showing up in the mail, so I got a little worried. Ooh. Ooh. I don't know if you can see it, but it's... And I love these little collector coin things that people are doing for various and sundry whatnots. But this is... Ooh, if I can get that up close. The collector coin. It's got two... Looks like Cthulhu and some tree branches on one side and some autumn trees on the other side. And ooh, that's beautiful. It's got a verse, a little line on it. I think it's from something by Lovecraft. The skies, they were ashen and sober. The leaves, they were crisper and sere. Ooh, that's beautiful. If I can get this right side up. Got some lovely autumn trees. I think that's the same walking trees that are on the standard edition of the book. If you've ever seen walking trees before, yeah, they're quite impressive. I've seen some actual walking trees up in up in the woods in New Hampshire, and they're almost spooky looking because they kind of look like, you know, the roots are kind of exposed, and it looks like the tree was just kind of do, and then it heard a human coming, and it stopped still, like, no, gotta stay still. So I'm wondering if that's where Tolkien, as a good for instance, got the idea for the Ents, because they look like those trees look like they was walking around. So what else have I got here? Oh, I got a bookmark with some of the Lovecraft e-zine artwork from their past issues on it. And a postcard with the the Kickstarter only edition. Oh, hey! Got a message from Mike Davis on it. Renee, thanks for supporting Autumn Cthulhu. Well, thanks for offering it, Mike, if you're watching this. What else have I got? Ooh, some of the interior artwork from some of the stories. Not sure the titles, but I might be able to look it up in the book because it's the black and white editions of it somewhere. Yeah. Please let me find you. Hello, artwork. I know you're in here. Ah. Okay, this first one that's on the screen is... the pages are sticking together. Come on. Come on, babies. Okay. On the cover, this first one is The Night is a Sea by Scott Thomas. I believe it's illustrated by Sarah Barty. And another by Sarah Barty for After the Fall by Jeffrey Thomas. Cool. Both the Thomas brothers got stories in there, so that's... It almost reads like a who's who of the really cool people in Lovecraft fiction these days. This next one is... the book closed. The book closed itself. This one by Nick Gucker. Nope. Not sure who this is by. I think that looks like a... Oh, this is the one by Nick Gucker. The Well and the Wheel, for a story by Warren Gray, and not sure the third one. Oh, here we go, the fourth one. The fourth one, which is my favorite of the lot. Sticking together. Can't turn pages tonight. My hands are tired because working today. Yeah, this is another by Sarah Barty. This is Lavinia and Autumn by Anne K. The stories by Anne K. Schwader. I'm particularly fond of this one because that was the Donatar-inspired piece, and anyone who knows me knows that Donatar is one of my favorite Lovecraft stories. Especially like I have a special soft spot for Lavinia Waitley. She's kind of an undersung, an underrated character. One of the more interesting of Lovecraft's female characters. Doesn't have a lot of them, but the ones that he does write tend to be interesting. I mean, they may not be the strongest characters, but they're, I would rather have interesting female characters than necessarily strong ones, because these days it's almost like strong female character has become synonymous with, butt-kicking warrior woman, and, Lavinia doesn't get a lot of love from the, some of the pastiche writers, although that's starting to change, and I'm glad to see it, because she's interesting. She's like an inversion of the Virgin Mary. I mean, she's, the mother of two very strange boys. I'll use the term loosely, but she loves her boys, as weird as they are, One looks like some kind of 8-foot satyr creature, and the other is indescribable Lovecraftian beastie. But, she loves her boys, and she wants the best for them, even if the best for them may not necessarily be the best for the rest of us humans. But sometimes I can't blame her. I have my days when I kind of wouldn't mind. Okay, well, that's wrong, but sometimes I do wish there were Lovecraftian beasties out there, so, okay. Can you Shoggoths eat some of my nastier customers? I know they don't taste very good, but you might be able to learn some things from them. But then again, maybe not. So, wow. Lots of good stuff, and nice little surprise when I came home from a hard day at work, and after having a slightly rough weekend, and that was well worth the wait. So I'm going to keep this short, and again, Mike Davis, if you're watching this, thank you for offering this Kickstarter and letting me be a part of it. So you keep up the good work, and I'll keep in touch.